What if I told you there's one habit that's quietly killing your confidence, draining your energy, and keeping you stuck in life? You feel exhausted, unmotivated, and trapped in a cycle you can't seem to break. But what if the secret to unshakable self-control and true masculinity has been right in front of you all along? Stick with me, because after this, you'll never see this habit the same way again. The habit nobody wants to talk about. It's something most people do, but no one really questions. Some say it's normal, harmless, even healthy. But is it really? The greatest minds in history, the ancient Stoics, warriors, visionaries, knew something that modern society often ignores. They understood the power of discipline, the cost of chasing short-term pleasure, and the secret to mastering oneself. Today, I'm going to share what they knew so you can break free, reclaim your power, and transform your life. Why this habit is holding you back. Let's be real, you've felt it. That guilt, that lack of motivation after indulging. The emptiness, like something inside you is slipping away. Science explains why. Every time you engage in this habit, your brain gets flooded with dopamine, the pleasure chemical. Sounds good, right? Wrong. Because the more you indulge, the more your brain craves quick, easy pleasure. It's like any other addiction, and the side effects are real. You feel drained. Your motivation disappears. Your drive to accomplish real goals fades because your brain already got its reward, without you actually doing anything. The Stoics understood this long before modern science. They warned about overindulgence and the dangers of being ruled by desires. But what exactly did they say? And how can you use their wisdom to break free? The Stoic wisdom, the trap of pleasure. Seneca, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, once said, "No man is free who is a slave to his body." That's exactly what happens when you let pleasure control you. Every time you give in, you reinforce a mindset of weakness. You tell yourself, "I need this," when in reality, it's controlling you. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor, believed in mastering desires, not being ruled by them. He knew that a man who can't control himself will never be truly free. The more you chase instant gratification, the further you move from true fulfillment. But here's the real kicker: every great man in history, from warriors to inventors, had one thing in common: they controlled their urges. They didn't let impulse dictate their actions. And because of that, they achieved greatness, while others stayed stuck. How to break free and reclaim your power. So, how do you escape this trap? How do you take back control and free yourself from a habit that's been holding you back? The answer lies in 3 Stoic principles. 1. Self-discipline, the key to freedom. Epictetus said, "No man is truly free who is not master of himself." Freedom starts the moment you stop being a slave to your impulses. But self-discipline isn't about denying yourself, it's about choosing what's valuable over what's easy. Every time you resist the urge, you train your mind to be stronger. You build mental toughness. And over time, those impulses lose their grip on you. 2. Find your purpose. Replace the habit with something greater. The Stoics believed a life without purpose is a wasted life. That's why so many people struggle with breaking bad habits, because they don't have something bigger to channel their energy into. Think about it. If you were fully focused on building a business, mastering a skill, or pursuing a goal, would you really have time for pointless indulgence? The key isn't just quitting, it's replacing the habit with something that actually fulfills you. 3. Transmutation, redirecting your energy. Ancient warriors, artists, and philosophers knew a secret that most men today ignore: sexual energy is one of the most powerful forces in the world. When it's wasted, so is potential. But when it's redirected, when it's channeled into something productive, it becomes a source of unstoppable drive. Nikola Tesla, one of history's greatest minds, stayed celibate his entire life because he understood this principle. He knew that by redirecting his energy, he could achieve greatness that others couldn't. And this is exactly what the Stoics preached. Instead of wasting energy on temporary pleasure, use it to fuel your ambition, your creativity, and your discipline. What happens when you quit? Imagine waking up every day with unshakable confidence. No guilt. No weakness. Just pure, unstoppable energy. Imagine feeling more motivated, more focused, and more in control of your life than ever before. That's what happens when you break free. Your testosterone levels increase. Your mental clarity sharpens. Your drive to succeed skyrockets. Most importantly, you regain power over your own mind. This is what the Stoics meant by true freedom. It's not just about quitting a habit, it's about becoming the person you were meant to be. The final challenge. So now, the question is: will you stay trapped in the cycle? Or will you take control? Will you let an empty habit steal your potential? Or will you rise above it? The choice is yours. But remember this: no great man in history was ruled by his desires. The ones who changed the world were the ones who mastered themselves first. If you're ready to break free, reclaim your power, and start living like a true Stoic, take action now. Your journey to self-mastery starts today.